Hello Virgo, thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. My name is Addison if you're new here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here with me. So I'm always excited to do Virgo readings. If you know me, you know that I am a Virgo, so these messages will most likely probably very much pertain to me. So I'm going to try to keep my bias out of it, but if I have any experiences that I can relate and share with you, I will. So let's just go ahead and jump right into, actually, you know what, let's pull an oracle message first. I've been kind of feeling that vibe lately, just doing oracles and then doing the tarot. I've been kind of liking how oracle messages have been getting me started lately, so that's what we'll do. We'll do oracle first. The oracle deck that I'm using is The Soul's Journey by James von Praagh. I was kind of bragging on him in a recent reading as well. He is a fantastic spiritual medium. His intuition is completely uncanny. It's unparalleled. Very few have his ability. It's pretty exceptional. Well, we all have his ability actually, but he's just super tapped into it, super tuned into it. And yeah, so I'm very excited to use this oracle deck. And let's just jump right in. Let's see, what's the message to get us started for Virgo? What does Virgo need to hear? What's the message that's kind of going to start us off that this reading is going to be pertaining to? Oh, I'm shaking my camera here. Let me back up. I didn't think that one wanted to come out. It wasn't really wanting to, it was kind of floating on the top of the deck. It wasn't really wanting to shuffle. One more maybe? Oh, I feel like there's one more. Just maybe one more. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, the first one that came out is Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Okay. The other one is Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, so with Purpose, what I got from that is, I think that you know your purpose. Okay, so here, it's one of two things. Because this Purpose card says, I know what I'm here to do. So I'm almost getting an immediate reaction of, no, I don't. I actually don't know what I'm here to do. That's kind of why I'm here. That's why I listen to tarot readings. That's why I, try to figure out, what people feel and sense from, the people who view themselves as more, empathetic, right? Intuitive, compassionate, extrasensory, that type of thing. That's why I seek out those people and try to get answers from them, because I actually don't know my purpose. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel a little lost on this journey. So I feel like that is happening for some people. The other half, I feel like this purpose thing, you know what you're here to do, but I'm getting that you're in denial of it, okay? I think that you know that you have a certain gift or talent, and you've somehow justified to yourself that you're not that good, or you're good, but you're not enough to like make money at it or to compete with others who are even better at it than you. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from that Purpose card. I'm not really getting a strong feel that like somebody's coming through here like, yep, I know my purpose. I know exactly why I'm here. Kind of like the card says. So that's very interesting. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. I think that kind of just goes to what this is about, this purpose. Like, I'm open to hearing or seeing your opinion. I'm open to knowing what you think. What do you pick up on me? What do you sense about me? What do you think my skills are? Do you think I'm as skilled at this as other people do? I'm not talking about this. I'm speaking like from your perspective. Could be from my perspective too, right? I have certain gifts and talents, and some people may view them as very good or not. It just kind of all depends. So you may be kind of in that same sort of boat of being open and empathetic to, what's your opinion? What do you think? And it doesn't seem like you're really worried about getting your feelings hurt here. It seems like you're pretty open and you're trying to figure out like, what is my purpose? I'm here to give, especially as a Virgo, right? We are very much giving people. We love to serve. We are the service sign, essentially. We are often in the healthcare field. We are teachers. We also are healers too, which is what's very interesting here. So let's just jump right in, given that. So we've got some empathetic, purposeful people here who want to give, it seems like, who want to share, who want to be as useful. They're like, hey, if I'm here for this certain amount of time, how can I best utilize myself? What are my true gifts that people really want from me? And I'm happy to give it, but I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time if it's not my purpose, if it's not my true God-given gift and talent that the world needs to hear and have. Oh, oh wow, Wheel of Fortune. That's gorgeous. Okay. Wheel of Fortune represents luck. It's all four signs. So, or I say all four signs, but I mean like all four suits. So pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. So it's all of them. It's all the signs. It encompasses everything. The Wheel of Fortune is luck, surrender, purpose, destiny, fulfillment. It's basically it's this wheel of turning potential, of divine alignment and guidance. And so for this whole thing about purpose to come right out, and we have the Wheel of Fortune to kick it off, I mean, it's just confirming that honestly, you can do anything. Anything that you really love and set your mind to, you are able and open and to achieve it and accomplish it. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune. Can we kind of like hone in a little bit on like, let's get a little bit more specific here. Okay, Ace of Swords kind of came out a little bit sideways. This is an air card. It's communication. Sorry, it's kind of, I've got this ring light, and but I also have holographic decks here, so it's rainbow. It's just rainbow everywhere. It's kind of gorgeous, so I love it. So Ace of Swords is clarity, communication, the divine sword of God coming down and cutting through any BS. It's straight up. It's the divine handing you a sword of clarity, of intuition, of guidance, but it's air, right? So it's sort of in like a mental space. This can be communication as well too. So this may be something, and it was kind of sideways, keep that in mind. So this could be about you needing to get clear with yourself about what your gifts and talents are. You may feel like you have to ask others, what do you think? Or am I even, good at this? Or was this something that people would want to have? Is this a service that I can provide? You kind of got to, the divine's saying, you kind of got to go with your gut here a little bit. You know what your gifts are. And the doubt that you're having about whether people are going to like them and receive them well, that's all in the thought and the headspace. It's not in reality. So you kind of got to get that sideways energy into that upwards to really kind of identify and validate for yourself that, yes, this is my skill. I know what my gifts are. It's these select few things. I don't need to try to convince myself that it's not. You just kind of got to get a little real with yourself is what this is saying. Can I get some more, please? Ace of Cups. Wow, these are both two ace cards that came out, new beginnings. So that's another thing too that I have to mention here, is that Ace of Swords is like the divine sword of clarity and communication, and but it's also new beginnings. These are new beginnings, new cycles. So this is also Ace of Cups. This is the divine supporting you in emotions. Wow, this reading is kick-ass so far. The fact that we've got Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune that are kind of going off of this whole purpose and empathy cards that we've started with in the Oracle. This is just really saying the possibilities are endless. The openness that the divine has for you here, you are so loved is what I'm getting. You are, I mean, we all are, but you especially is the message. Whoever is tuning in and listening to this reading, whenever you happen to stumble across it, this is a message that you are seriously loved. You are seriously supported by the divine, and the divine is so excited by the potential of you, the unlimited, untapped potential of you, that it's like, I support you in whatever you want to go for, whatever fuels your fire, whatever gets you going, whatever inspires you to give and be happy and empathetic and loving and generous and of service to others. I'm going to back you. I'm going to back you with the hand of, the hand of God through intellect, through sword, through clarity, through communication, through love, through compassion, through openness and goodness. I mean, you are just fully supported here, and the potentials and possibilities are absolutely endless. So it's funny, I've been asking, like, how do we narrow this down? How do we clarify this? How do we make this smaller? And the universe is saying, no, make it bigger. Make it bigger. The possibilities are endless. Wow. That's really, really cool. Wow. I almost want to get a different oracle deck to try to like tap into you specifically and figure out like what your specific gifts and talents are. I'm trying to think of what oracle. I've got another deck I could use that kind of speaks to different sort of people, sort of energies and people types. I could do that. I might do that just so that I can speak to certain people and try to have messages that resonate for them and their particular gifts. Okay, let's just see. Any final messages from the tarot before we switch over and maybe try to like touch on some people specifically? Because as I try to limit and narrow this, it's pushing back. It's saying, no, there's nothing to limit here. There's no trying to narrow anything down. It's like, do everything and do it all. It's like, yeah, you may have 3 different gifts. Why do you have to pick just one? Why do you have to just paint? Why do you have to just sing? Why do you have to just be a yoga instructor? Why can't you, you know, also teach, you know, piano lessons? And why, you know, or, you know, I'm trying to think, karate. I don't know. Karate lessons. So why not? Why can't you do all of it? Why can't you paint and do karate? Why, you know, why do they, even if they're completely separate, why can't they somehow be tied together? We're all unique. We all have a unique soul frequency. We all have a unique purpose. So if we've got 3 gifts and let's say they're totally unrelated, how can we make them come together? How can we be uniquely us and give our gifts in our unique way? Because that's going to resonate for certain people. Some people are going to be like, wow, those 3 things together? Holy cow, that's so cool. I've never seen that before. That's what makes you unique, right? We need to start doing that more, I feel like, as a collective. Gathering our gifts and offering them in a package that's somehow just very catered and tailored to the type of people that are really interested in that. 8 of Cups reversed. I didn't really ask a question here with this tarot, but 8 of Cups is like moving forward towards, you know, a new journey. It's also like you've been through some trials and tribulations and you've kind of you've gathered up your you know, your strength here. You're moving off into, you know, the night with this wand, you know, towards the mountains, and you're heading towards it. With this being reversed, it's kind of just saying you're not really heading towards it yet. You haven't really decided to head towards it yet. Anything else that we need to know about that 8 of Cups? The Lover's reverse. That's very interesting. So what I'm taking with this as is the Lover's card. People think, oh, it's a romantic connection. What I'm actually gonna, just with given the whole context of this reading so far, the Lover's connection is also, it's choice. This is about choice. And so I'm not going to go into a romantic sense here, other than the fact that it could kind of be with the Ace of Cups of like a choice and a new passion or a new like love for something. It could be that. But this is choice. And with choice being reversed, I think it's kind of just validating what I've already said of you don't need to choose. You feel like you can't make a choice or that you have to choose, but I'm being told you don't have to choose. You can do them all. If there's multiple things you're passionate about and multiple things you're gifted at and multiple services that you think people will be interested in that you can offer, don't limit yourself to one thing or the thing that you feel like you're best at. If you think you're good at a few things, maybe one thing you're better than the other, but you're still kind of good at a couple other things, do them all. Do them all. Multiple streams of income, right? Okay, I'm going to grab that deck. And I'm just going to try to maybe talk to a couple people in particular. So tell me who I'm speaking to here that wants to have a message that's directly to them, that feels very catered to them, or yeah, just feels catered to them. They're like, oh my gosh, it's for me. Because that's always so fun. Whenever I listen to a particular tarot reader or listen to a reading, and it's just the whole thing is just bang, bang, bang. Like just the whole reading, every like thing they say, I'm like, this is me, this is me, this is me, this is for me, this is for me. Those are so much fun because it really feels like that the message was like for you, catered for you from the universe. So how cool would that be if I could give that to somebody? So give me like a particular person here. Okay, we have the Adventure reversed. We have the Puppeteer reversed. And we have the Miser. So the Puppeteer reversed says explanations and apologies, and that's reversed. So you may have been felt like you were used in the past for something, that you're kind of somebody's puppet, and you're no longer like, you're not pulling my strings. I want to be more independent. This could be you with that 8 of Cups reversed. You haven't decided maybe fully to move into that because you might still have some strings attached. You may kind of feel like a puppet in a sense, but I feel like you're really coming out of that. But With that being said, though, the miser here is upright. It says stubbornness and inflexibility. So there could be a little bit of ego going on here with this unwillingness to move forward. You really just maybe like, I can't quit a job if I don't have something else lined up, or I can't just go for my hopes and dreams. And that's so mystical thinking and so like, you know, unrealistic. And so there's something about you that's just being very grounded and not in a good way, though. It's limiting you. You're too rooted and you're not letting yourself fly. The adventure reversed. Yeah, responsibility, expectations. You're not willing to be an adventurer. You're not willing to go on that Eight of Cups journey. You're still kind of restricting yourself, and probably because of responsibility and expectations. You're feeling like things, you know, you may have kids, you may have family members that you care for, and so it's not as simple as just upping and doing what you want to do. You're not a single person who's just free to float and do whatever. There's things that are tying you, and that's what you've kind of, that's been your narrative. That's been what's making this choice and decision so difficult for you to do what you really want to do. Sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. I just got out of the shower, so it's all like poofy, and I'm going to try to quit messing with my hair. So that's for somebody here. Is there somebody else we need to speak to as well? Let's get somebody else. I kind of want to... The adventure reversed came out again. And the poet reversed. Relationships and vulnerability. Okay, so somebody else I'm speaking to here is probably... This could be you again, or this could be somebody else slightly different with a similar energy to you. And that the restrictedness then, the responsibilities, the expectations... But with the poet reverse, relationships and vulnerability, that kind of, remember I was saying with the lovers reverse, it's like, well, I don't think this is a relationship. It could be, you know, but I'm going to go with this being choice, because this is a choice card too. For this poet reverse too, there could be somebody who's kind of, because we had Ace of Cups too, it's not just, you know, there's the divine here, but there's people who also are either in a romantic connection or wanting to start a new romantic connection. And they're feeling tied down by the relationship they're in currently, and they don't feel like they can vulnerably speak to that person or air their grievances or even begin moving forward with that Eight of Cups reverse towards a new path where they can be in a relationship or in a situation and a choice for them to actually speak their mind. And with it being poet as well, that is, you know, the poet, that's somebody who expresses themselves through words, through artistic means. And so maybe you're a writer, maybe you're somebody who just cares about, because we had Ace of Swords come out too. So there is something there about communication and clarity and words. And so this could all be you. This could all be the same sort of vibe. Very interesting. Very cool. I do wonder what the karate thing was for. I think somebody's gonna be like, oh, karate, that's funny. I don't know who that's for. I don't think it's this poet person, but I could be wrong. Okay. Anyone else who wants to come through? Anyone else who wants to come through? The tailor. Okay, attention to detail and pride. All right, well, Virgos, we know that you have a major attention to detail and you take pride in your work. We are a very detail-oriented. Some Virgos will say that they are not very organized, but what I would say to you is, would you want to be, though? Just because you aren't organized, isn't there a part of you that kind of is a little OCD, or like, even if your room's a disaster, you'd still know where everything is amongst the clutter and chaos? So I do think that there is still a little bit of Virgos that even if they're a little messy, that there's still an organization or method to the madness, right? So with the tailor, and we also have the thief reversed, seizing the moment, selfishness, but it's reversed. When I first saw this card sitting down here, I actually thought it said like the thrift or something like that. Because I mean, there's like combs and like little bags and stuff. So I didn't see thief and I immediately was thinking thrift. So like thrift store shopping, somebody who is really into dresses or like old antiques, old, a unique sense of style. So the tailor, so that's, the thief's different. We can talk about that. But with this tailor card, attention to detail, pride, you may be, a dressmaker. You may be somebody who's like, or if you're not, you're really into like the thrifting and the antiques and like the old, unique, shopping and stuff like that. So, because that's kind of what I was getting like with thrift too. So something with like the sewing needle and that. I'm just really seeing like a girl, like I'm trying to think of what that, she's on YouTube. I'm just really getting that one girl in my mind who dresses in like all the old timey clothes and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if you're that extreme, you might be, but I'm getting, or you just really love that time period. Like, you know, you watch all like Bridgerton and stuff like that, or like Wuthering Heights and, you know, all the Emily Bronte and Jane Austen stuff, right? I'm partial to those things too. No judgment here. So with the Thief reverse, seizing the moment and selfishness. I don't think that you were somebody who was a thief in the past. I don't know. We've all probably stolen something from a store at one point or another. I know that's kind of weird to say, but it's probably true. We've all kind of made those mistakes, and our parents may have yelled at us and tell us to take it back, or we got away with it. Who knows? But this isn't so much about thievery. I don't think so much as it says seizing the moment and selfishness. This is a call, if this were to be in the upright, to seize the moment, to be a little selfish. So with you being so generous to giving to your family or to your kids or to your partner, and those are all the logical things that you've told yourself have inhibited you from being able to move forward with these things, with the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the things you've told yourself that have restricted you in your ability to move towards those things. Be a little selfish here. Be a little indulgent. If you can, you really need to take the initiative for yourself to claim those things, to really embrace them, because you have a gift to give. You have a message to send to the world, and people need to hear it. And so whatever form that comes in, and what I've been kind of getting this whole time with like the Wheel of Fortune, that being, you know, luck in those all the four suits. I've been saying this whole time that it's 3 gifts. Maybe you have 4 gifts. I would try to write it down if I were you. I would try to go into your past. What would you do as a kid that was super exciting for you, that you were super jazzed about, that you had a lot of passion for, that you no longer do? Are there certain things that you've like been wanting to do again for a while, and that you've been like kind of, I need to go back and do that, or I need to get this certification, or I need to go, make a list of those things, even if someone feels silly, and maybe pick out 3 or 4 that just really kind of stand out to you and make you kind of take some pause and make you kind of have to reflect and think about yourself a little bit and say, how does that make me feel? And even if you don't end up pursuing it, see how it makes you feel. See what things it triggers and arises in you, and see if there's something that you can contend with there that you can address about like maybe your self-worth, or things, that can help kind of improve you, so that the things that you do want to take initiative towards and move towards with an 8 of Cups actually being upright, then that'll give you some clarity into being more decisive, making that choice with that Lover's reverse, flipping it upright and coming to a decision about what is my true path? What is my purpose, right? With that original Oracle card that we came out. So tying it all together, I hope you enjoyed that reading, Virgo. I certainly did. That was a very unique one. I haven't had something come out quite like that before. So please drop in the comments if there was something that really spoke to you. I just looked at the timer, 23:23. So I'm not sure if that's significant to you in some way. I do love number synchronicity, so I always try to mention them if I notice them. And yeah, so thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.